We're going to get to our next performer. He was a trumpet soloist for 3 U.S. presidents. That's correct. You heard me right. 3 U.S. presidents. He idolized trumpet great Harry James so much that he married one of Harry's vocalists. That's true as well. He has a serious addiction to pizza. Found out about this contest while he was selling appliances at our local area Best Buy. This guy was amazing in his first performance. He's going to be amazing tonight, I have no doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up, Chuck Pardue.
I'm trying this commando without my glasses on. Let's see how it works. Good evening, folks. In 1937, Rodgers and Hart, the great songwriting team, was writing a series of songs about New York, and the play was called Babes in Arms. And one of the scenes in the play featured a young girl singing a parody of the New York social climate at the time. And that climate was one that said, if a female didn't adhere to a certain code of ethics, she wasn't considered a lady. And the song kind of bounced around for about 20 years until 1957, when Frank Sinatra sang it to Rita Hayworth in a movie called Pal Joey. And from that day on, it became one of the great standards in our American songbook. She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. She loves the theater, but doesn't come late. She wouldn't bother with anyone she would hate. Now that's why the lady is a tramp. Doesn't dig dice games with barons and earls. Won't go to Harlem dressed in ermine and pearls. She won't dish the dirt with the rest of those girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. She loves that cool, fresh wind in her hair, life without care. She's broke, but it's oak. Hates California, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is a tramp. It's far too hungry, babe, to wait around for dinner at 8. She adores that theater, but she never arrives late. She wouldn't bother, baby, with some bum she might hate. That's why the lady, she's a tramp. She doesn't dig crap games with a gang of sharpies and frauds. Never makes a trip up to Harlem driving shiny Lincolns or Fords. She will not dish that dirt with the rest of those broads. That's why this chick, she's a tramp. She loves that wonderful, marvelous, cuckoo wind in her hair, life without one care. She's broke, but it's oak. She hates California because it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady, that is why the lady, that's why the lady's a tramp.
Chuck Pardue. Chuck, great seeing you again. Absolutely. So, Chuck, I know it's on the audience mind. Please remind us again the 3 presidents you played for.
I played for President Gerald Ford. Actually, it was for Gerald Ford and Bob Hope at the Gerald Ford Bob Hope Open in Vail, Colorado. And then I played for President Reagan, which was one of the great honors of my life, and the first President Bush.
Wow, how about that? Very good. And your wife is more than likely in the audience somewhere, and you met her through Harry James, is that correct?
Well, it's funny because in 1979, I had gone to see Harry a couple of times, and Harry was a friend of mine from the time I was 16 years old. And so whenever he was appearing anywhere near where I lived, his secretary would send me an itinerary, and it would tell me where he's going to be. So I drove up to see the band in St. Louis, and there was this real pretty girl singing with the band. And I noticed that, unlike most of the singers I'd heard with Harry, she was really good. So 32 years later, my children convinced me to get on Facebook. Yeah, I know. And I didn't say eHarmony, I said Facebook. Anyway, so I joined the Harry James Appreciation Society, and there was this girl on there, a lady, said, "Hi, my name is Cheryl Morris, and I used to sing with Harry James." And so I sent her an innocuous little email. "I remember you. You're the pretty girl that sang and blah, blah, blah." So we became pen pals, and then we got to graduate to phone calls. And I came out here for a vacation, and 5 days later, we were engaged. And she's sitting out here. Where you at, baby? If I have my glasses on, I can see you.
Oh, there she is, right there.
Anyway, we have been married 2.5 years, and we perform at nursing homes and private parties when we're not both working ourselves to death.
Well, that's great, and I'll bet you're a big hit. Well, I know you're a hit with the audience. Let's find out about the judges. What do we think? Daleen, do you mind starting us off?
I felt like I was in a nightclub in 1940 or something. I loved it. If I had anything to say, I wish I heard more of the horn also. But I liked what I got. So thank you.
Thanks.
Very good. Jimmy Changa.
Well, Chuck, I got a new car last year, a GM product, and it came with Sirius XM radio for 6 months. It'd be a sacrilege if I was still subscribing. So I was kind of missing my Seriously Sinatra channel that I got to enjoy. I got a piece of that tonight. I mean, that was really great. You could be on that right now.
Very good. And Miss Stellato.
You were channeling him tonight, but I have to say, I loved hearing you sing. I mean, I thought we were going to get more horn too, but that's okay because what you played, we knew you could play. So I was really impressed that you actually sang more than you played. So thank you for that. It was fantastic.
Thanks.
Very good. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Pardue. Good luck, Chuck. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it.